Well, dating can be painful on the wallet, but you can still plan a great date without blowing your budget. And this is what I'm calling dating on a dime. Please welcome Ashton and dating on a dime expert, Joel Steingold. Now, Ashton, what's been the biggest issue that you've encountered planning dates on a budget?
It's really been about being a PhD student on a budget. I'll tell you, one time I tried to take a woman to an adult arcade, right? I figured that the tokens were going to be cheap. We were going to have a good time, have some drinks. But what happened is she ended up thinking I was a hardcore gamer, which, no offense to any hardcore gamers, but I wasn't that. So that date didn't go well. Then there was another date where I tried to take them to a free comedy club, or I thought it was free. But not only was it not free, they only took cash, only carried debit cards, so she had to pay for me. And then I went in there and the bartender was flirting with her all night. So it's been tough, Steve, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Ooh, boy. All right, Joe, you're a pro at crafting quality dates that don't cost a lot of money.
Yes, sir.
What's your secret to that?
Well, really, it's a lot of trial and error, Steve, kind of like how Ashton started off. But when I first moved to LA a long time ago, I would, go out on dates, and sometimes I'm spending $85, $100 a date. I look at my monthly budget, I spent $350 in that first month. And what I realized was I wasn't having a great time, so I realized I needed to kind of roll back on my finances. So I got a little more creative, and I would kind of find a date that I could spend $50 on. What I realized was, with all this creativity I was using, I was actually connecting with this woman more than I was spending $100.
So you've come up with some inexpensive, creative date ideas. Let's tell us about the first one.
Since LA's known for its great weather and its outdoor lifestyle, I figured we start off with a romantic picnic on a blanket at Echo Park Lake.
Echo Park with the boat houses and stuff. Okay.
At the boathouse, there are these swan-themed paddle boats that Ashton and his date can go on for about an hour. And then after that, they can cap things off with some romantic stargazing at the Griffith Park Observatory.
Okay, I like that.
Hey, that sounds nice, right?
About how much do you think this outdoor date costs?
So we got Echo Park, and then we got the observatory, Smooth 100.
Joel, is he close? Break down the cost of this.
No, Steve, not even close. A picnic on a blanket at Echo Park Lake, $27. The Swan paddleboat rides, $11 an hour, and stargazing at the Griffith Observatory through their telescopes, completely free, one Saturday a month. So the grand total for your outdoor day is $38.
And I see where you're coming from.
Right.
Because you get to know the woman. At the picnic, you're talking. Right. On the pedal boat, you're talking.
A little exercise, too.
At the observatory, you're up there gazing at the stars. All right, tell us about the next one.
All right, date number 2. Now, LA is a hub for art and culture, so we want to tap into that, and we're going to start off date number 2 at the Broad Museum in downtown Los Angeles. Now, once you've been there for a while and really soaked up some of the contemporary art, I think it's a perfect time to sip a little drink, have a little food. And what's great about LA is that from the research I've done, there are tons of restaurants and bars that offer deep discounts with their happy hour specials. And what better way to end a date than with a little comedy? Am I right, Steve?
Yeah, gotta have some comedy.
Exactly. So the UCB Improv Comedy Theater, it's world class, and it's a great way to end the date.
Sound like a pretty good day. How much you think it costs?
Let's say around $120.
Joel, give us the breakdown.
The Broad Museum downtown is 100% free every day of the week. You just need to make advance reserve tickets. Happy hour, $45. And UCB Improv, $5 a ticket. So the grand total for your art and culture themed day is $55. I'm serious.
So, Ashton, what do you think, man? There's some helpful ideas for you?
Most definitely. I feel like my bank account might actually survive 2019 now, so I appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you, Ashton, man. Good luck to you. Special thanks to Joel Steingold, everybody. We'll be right back. Hey, you made it to the end of this video. I got a lot more that you're gonna enjoy, so just click to watch the next one. And make sure you subscribe to always know what's happening.